The best part of waking up. Water in your cup. Yeah. But on some real, like, I just wanted to make a real quick list. Okay. Tongue-tied over. I wanted to make a real quick message. Very often when we grow through life, a lot of us, some of us, maybe, I guess, let me say some. We might experience some things, periods of loneliness, periods that we feel like we need to do more, be more. The things that we are experiencing is too much and it's too hard to handle. You know, during these moments, during these times, you know, there's a lot of ads, right? There's a lot of options, resources available to people who challenge or who has a challenge with mental health. The reality with these resources, first and foremost, you have to trust them. A lot of people dealing with mental health challenges, they don't trust a lot of people. So even if they wanted to reach out, some of those resources are canceled. Other people find, peace in posting videos and just getting it out. I was talking to my therapist yesterday and I explained to her that lately I've been feeling overwhelmed because I have more inputs but not enough outputs. And it's one of those things that, especially as a creator, and as an empath, I'm not even especially as, listen at it, if you're a creator and an empath, let's have that. It's a challenge, especially when you're not creating anything. You feel overwhelmed because you have so much that you can do, but why aren't you doing it? So even though the issue may be rooting issues, like something that's physically going on, those challenges become deeper rooted because you also have things that you want to do. And the reality is people around you can't understand you. Some may, right? But in order to understand you, that means they have to be involved with what's going on with you. And there's a lot of people that are disconnected from humanity just because in order for them to focus on self, they have to do that. And it's very unfortunate, right? Because as an empath, the person that cares about, the well-being of all, and especially when you can feel other people hurting, you just want to, give a hug to that hurting person, or you can feel the person that, just needs a smile, and you do that, like, it hurts when you just feel so much, and you don't have nothing positive to replace it, So, I just wanted to make this video to piggyback off of what my sister, Black Pearl Key, was saying because, sometimes it may feel like people don't care, but that's one thing I had to check early for myself because that let me know I was a people pleaser. Who cares if people cared or not? For the longest time, when I went through my phase of wanting to leave this world, that was a big piece. Like, I didn't like the fact people had access to me. I had to stop that shit. So instead of running away, instead of allowing those suicidal thoughts to captivate me and take over, I battled those thoughts all the time. Mental health is important. People don't overstand, barely even understand, can barely even fucking stand. You hear me? People don't overstand, can barely even understand, don't want to fucking stand what the fuck is going on in the real world. They like to live in their own bubble. How do I know? I used to be that way. The reason I used to be that way is because I knew too fucking much. I overstood, yet I felt as though I wasn't strong enough to do anything. Because of the person I was a single mom, taking care of myself and my daughter, and I barely thought I was doing a good job. That's how low my self-esteem was. And I was doing it. But in the midst of me doing it, I couldn't see what the fuck I was doing because I was blind to what the fuck was going on. So people could take light, right, of mental health. But the reality is this, first of all, there's levels to this shit. There's some people that deal with mental health more than others. So you have a disconnect because there's some people that wouldn't even be able, again, to stand your story because all they see is weakness. There's some people that won't be able to understand your story because of the fact understanding your story means that they have to look within themselves. There's some people that don't want to fucking overstand, because for them to overstand, that means that they know what the fuck is going on within inside them. They know what the fuck is going on within you. And instead of doing anything about it, they're ignorant. Ignorant is bliss. So again, get it. There's a difference between people choosing to live in their mental health and people fighting to fucking survive and live with their mental. There's levels to this shit. And all that, everything will be revealed when it needs to. So, sis, I'm going to end it with you. Just make sure you grab your cup. And make sure you already get some water in your guts. But for some real shit, when you see this video, make sure you drink a tall glass of water, because every morning this is what I drink. Probably 2 of these. Cleanse my system, get my system together, work on some projects. But the reality is, sis, it is okay. It's okay not to be okay. It is okay to feel like people don't care. It is okay. But at the end of the day, what matters the most, do you care? Are you going to continue to do what you need to do for yourself? Are you going to make the plans needed and necessary to propel you further? To continue to keep you focused and going up? That is what matters. Because we all grow through something. And that's the difference between who's strong and who's not. Some people are not even strong enough to handle more. So leave them where they are. What's important is what you can handle. And I pray when there's someone going through the same thing that you're going through, that you're strong enough to open up, because you understand how important it is to be available when there is nobody. Life is a lesson. We are on a journey because we know where we're going. Keep your head up, beautiful. Choose happy.